I'm Sarah. Welcome to the Daily English Show. Christmas is 2 weeks away. Not that I really care because I'm in Japan and Christmas isn't a big deal here. But the other day I actually got a present and a card from someone in my family, so that's pretty cool. Presents are always good. And I wanted to tell you about the card. It has a joke in it, and I was explaining it to my boyfriend and he just didn't get it, so I thought I'd try explaining it to you and see if you can get it. On the front of the card there's a reindeer wearing boots for some reason and green gloves and a hat, and he's saying, "I told Santa you'd been good all year." And on the inside it says, "And we both had a good laugh." And there's a picture of Santa and the reindeer laughing. So it's not like the funniest card in the world, but it's pretty funny. I like it. I think part of the joke is that after the reindeer says, "I told Santa you'd been good all year," you expect him to say something like, "So he said you deserved a great present," or something like that. But instead he says, "And we both had a good laugh." And why are they laughing? Well, the implication is that I'm a naughty person or something, so there's no way I could have been good all year. So they think it's funny. Do you get it? Does my explanation make sense? Of course I have been good all year. Don't believe anything reindeers say. Anyway, apart from this hilarious card, another early Christmas present from Italy. A guy called Anton started translating the Daily English Show transcripts into Italian. Thank you, Anton, that's awesome. And this is my favourite new Italian word. It means ginger. It looks like it's a Japanese word, zenzero, but I'm sure it's not pronounced like that. So that's excellent. Now we have English, Japanese, German and Italian. I wonder what the next language will be. Remember, if you feel like starting a blog and translating some scripts, you don't have to do it every day, you can just do it sometimes. And when you've done one, let me know and then I'll put a link so you'll be helping others too. Kia ora, this is Stick News. This year, for the first time in history, coral reefs will be included on the World Conservation Union's red list of threatened species.
25% of the world's marine fish species live in coral reefs. Those reefs are disappearing. The World Conservation Union is an international organization dedicated to natural resource conservation. Every year they publish the Red List. Wikipedia says it's the world's most comprehensive inventory of the global conservation status of plant and animal species. This year, for the first time, coral reefs are on the list. According to a CNN article, 30% of the world's coral reefs are already damaged, some irreparably. At the present rate of destruction, by the year 2050, 70% of the world's reefs will have disappeared. This means 600 species of coral and 3,000 separate species of plants are at risk. The article says to call the situation serious or even worrying doesn't really give it the gravity it deserves. A scientist is quoted as saying, "We are precipitating a mass extinction of absolutely everything."
And that was Stick News for Tuesday, the 11th of December. Kia ora.
I'm from Sydney, Australia. About 4 months. This is my first time here. It seems awesome. I do both. Mostly snowboarding though.
What kind of movies do you watch? Can't you read the subtitles? So you don't see many foreign films? Like what? Well, usually only movies with people speaking English or Japanese. Nah, not fast enough. I can usually read about half the sentence before they change. No, well, not apart from American movies. I can understand them. Sometimes I watch movies with Japanese subtitles though. Some Chinese and Korean movies. I remember going to the movies with my Kiwi friend in Tokyo, and we saw this Chinese movie. It looked really cool, but I don't really know what it was about. Afterwards we were both laughing about the fact that most of what we could understand from reading the subtitles was really inconsequential to the plot.
Noun, a ridge of jagged rock, coral or sand, just above or below the surface of the sea. A. Reef. B. Irreparable. C. Gravity. D. Precipitate. E. Extinction. Reef. Extreme importance, seriousness. Gravity. Impossible to rectify or repair. Irreparable. Cause an undesirable event to happen unexpectedly or prematurely. Precipitate. The state or process of being or becoming extinct. Extinction. And that was the Daily English Show. See you tomorrow. Bye.
They're not as good as they were a few days ago. The snow's a little bit harder. It hasn't snowed much in the last 24 hours. Still pretty fun out there. It's way better than the conditions in Australia at the best time of the season. So by all means, get out there. It's fun. Enjoy.